Hello, and welcome to another update video on ADA. So on the ADA chart, we don't really see anything unusual. Over the last few days, we've been tracking this consolidation correction pattern on the ADA chart now for a few days throughout the weekend. The idea was that we should see another leg down in this C wave here on the chart. Within a larger B wave. Okay, so I explained over the last few days to you this structure thoroughly, that we're dealing with an ending diagonal pattern to the upside, which should be a 5-wave move, but the subwaves are corrective. So I've got an ABC structure in wave 1, not labeled, but it's a 3-wave move. We have in the third wave, therefore, also an ABC structure. That's the idea. Then there should be a 4th wave and a 5th wave. And I'm going to, that means an uptrend is unfolding, right? That means an uptrend is unfolding, but obviously temporarily, short term, we appear to be in some kind of a corrective pullback. We saw that due to the sharp decline after the Thursday high, and by using Elliott wave and understanding the patterns, we could identify that this decline was only a 5-wave move down, right? Or only. It was a 5-wave move down, right? And the 5-wave move down typically indicates we should get at least another leg down. So a corrective bounce and another leg down. At least that's what I'm watching for. But that's just the analysis really of the micro patterns. Bigger picture-wise, the focus is on higher prices. As long as we're holding the 78.6 retracement level of that rally that unfolded after the 12th of August low. So we had that rally here, yeah, and then a corrective pullback. And maybe we'll indeed get to that 100% extension. That's an ideal target, you could say, for this move down, because often an A wave and a C wave, they tend to have the same length. And that C wave lands at the 100% extension at around 85 cents. And then from there, we could get another leg up to complete the third wave, maybe around $1.13 to $1.18. There's some strong resistance in that area around $1.18, which means in the very short term, price appears to be under pressure. But the downside momentum isn't too aggressive, I think. It's quite typical for what we expect in a C wave. And we also have not yet reached the 100% extension. When will I worry? I will start to worry if we break below 81.2 cents. But that's what the chart says already. If we get a break below that level, then a more substantial top might have formed, and the market would likely start to break below this structure. Please note, this is a fragile structure anyway. We're dealing at best with a diagonal pattern to the upside, nothing impulsive. That is indicative of the structure, being at least very likely to break. It will do that at some point. With a diagonal pattern, you always have to expect that. And especially if Bitcoin loses support, the altcoins will likely follow. So it's crucial to understand those levels. At the latest, the invalidation point, is the low of the wave 2. That's the formal invalidation point. Sometimes B waves are deep and can still recover, but it would start to look strange if we get a decisive break below 81.2 cents. And the formal invalidation point of this structure, when I will have to remove it from the chart and look for more bearish alternatives, that level is at 76.3 cents. So yeah, and breaking that could lead to a retest of this August low, and then possibly even the June low at around 51 cents. But we would then need to see how do we break support in what structure. So for now, that's a bit too early to say. For now, I am watching for higher prices, but without any confirmed local low. So we might still see the market gravitate towards that 85-cent level. That's the update on ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.